Yeah. Back up in here.
We in this.
It's Friday. The voice of reason. Hot button radio. We're back in the building. You already know. Okay, we need a different music bed. I just feel real uncomfortable now that I know the definition.
Oh, right. Truffle butter.
Truffle butter. I'm gonna need a different music bed. Yes, there we go. Something different. Jesus.
That's a good way to ruin a steak,
I'm
man.
just saying. I just start getting homophobic. It comes on. I'll be like, truffle booty juice? Okay, nigga, no. I can't do booty juice on Friday.
No, any day.
The fuck? Booty juice is nasty. You make a record out of it. I don't understand. It's a different generation. The voice of reason is in the building. You know what this is. It's Hot Button Radio. And in order to hear Hot Button Radio, and I'm only saying this for the bootleggers, I appreciate the bootleggers. I love the fact that you're recording this show right now and uploading it afterwards to your YouTube page. I appreciate it. I fucking love it. Hey. Continue. Spread it. But I'm only giving these instructions for those who hear it on those pages. So if you want to hear the show live, if you want to interact with the show, you got to download the Dash Radio app on whatever smartphone device you have. I don't know if they have a Windows Dash Radio app. I don't know, but I do know Apple, Android, Team Samsung, Team Apple, y'all covered.
Even if you got internet, go to the website.
What's the website?
www.dashradio.com.
Yep, that's it. So if you want to participate, you got to get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 844-55-1. Who do we have on the line? I know Veronica Conway is calling in right now. And in the building, Realionaires extraordinaire, Team Taber. And this topic is going to deal with some shit that Team Taber has experienced recently.
We go in.
Yes. But welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. What's good? Hey, happy Friday. Yo, happy Blue Friday because it's preseason. Go Seahawks. Everybody needs to know my
this
squad.
Nigga was representing Crips.
Nah, because...
Happy Blue Friday.
Blue
what?
Friday, good. No, go Seahawks. I'm excited. Off top, Russell Wilson in my squad about to kill all y'all teams this year. Just letting y'all know.
Oh, Jesus. Didn't you guys... blow it in the Super Bowl. Thank you.
You ain't gotta bring up old shit. Why you gotta bring up old shit?
Just
I'm just
hand
saying.
the ball off to the beast and you win.
You know what?
You mentioned Russell's name.
I called him and was like, look, Russ, because, you know, we're besties.
Yeah,
in my head, we're besties. And I was like, nigga, what the fuck?
Oh.
What are you doing?
And scene for
But hey, it's all good.
Seattle.
I still rep my squad. It's nothing.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for the Seahawk update. I'm a Niner fan, by the way.
Oh, my gross.
So
how long? How have we been friends this long? This is gonna be a crazy season. What is happening?
Let me get my fellow Bay Area teammate into the show right now, Veronica Conway.
Hey, VC. Dang, VC. Hopefully she likes the Raiders.
The Raiders is dope too.
I feel like she's more of a Raiders fan because she was mob
Don't try to pick her team.
I'm gonna pick her team for her. She's a Raiders fan. I can't have two of you guys against me.
Veronica, what's up, babe?
I am a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
Okay, cut everybody's mic off except for me. I'll do this shit myself.
Sometimes it's just the way it goes.
Sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Speaking of crumbled cookies, that's nasty. That's a terrible segue. Jesus.
That would be the worst.
Segue.
Might want
to pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings.
I don't even know what.
Y'all not knowing your LL history, fake ass hip hoppers? Let me get a piece of pink cookies.
I don't know nothing about it.
I don't know if that's it, but he got it. Because that's DJ always in the building.
He always got it.
He's always in your ear.
Always on.
So you know we're going to have like a little mega mix by him. And today's topic is going to be crazy, man. I'm having a good time. Let me just get to the topic. Oh, Jesus. I wonder if you niggas going to call in. Motherfuckers is really scared to call this show. That's what I feel it.
Y'all scared to call us. It's cool.
All right, here's the topic. I chose the wrong nigga boot camp is today's topic.
They just gonna be mad today.
The I chose the wrong nigga boot camp. But I don't want to give up the caveat just yet. We want to hear your stories about how you chose the wrong person. And when I say nigga can be female. Yeah. You want me to, I chose the wrong nigress boot camp. And not only is the term nigga non-gender specific, it's non-ethnic specific too.
Amen.
You can be an Asian nigger or nigress.
Oh, damn, you put an ER on it.
Yes, nigger. Naggers! White power!
Oh my God.
Right? You could be a white nigger. Yes. I'm just saying. Today's topic, choosing the wrong motherfucker. It's a boot camp. Veronica, Whitney, and myself are here
to help,
to serve, to guide you in a way that can help you from choosing buster ass, bum ass bitches and niggas.
Don't choose to lose. Don't do it.
I'm just saying.
Listen to the show. Don't choose to lose. We here for you.
I'm just saying. And what about single mom boot camp? Is it always the absent daddy's fault? Maybe your stank ass attitude pushed him out of the building.
Maybe his weak ass attitude couldn't handle nothing.
Ooh.
And you know what I'm saying?
What about single daddy boot camp? Huh? She just kept smoking crack around the babies. You was forced to do something.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy today. Don't be afraid to call us. 844-55-1. Let me ask a couple of questions and then we'll jump right into the discussion. If you are consistently unhappy, is this a clear sign you've chosen the wrong person to be in relationship with? Is it a positive, productive belief to even think that your partner is responsible for your happiness? Does this belief in and of itself make you Mr. or Mrs. Wrong to be with? I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about y'all.
Boom.
Y'all better answer.
Clickety-clack.
Who want real conversation right now? 844-55-1. Who really want it? I think people scared. They don't want
today. I don't feel like nobody's going to call in.
I still got questions. Do you really attract who and what you are? A lot of people want to play that Oprah Winfrey new age law of attraction shit only when they win the lottery. But when they win the bum ass relationship lottery, they be like, it's your fault. What your bum ass doing here? That ain't the law of attraction, Eva?
Eva?
Huh?
That's real.
I just want to know. I want to know. No, I'm just fucking with you. Meek, don't do it, Meek. Don't put it back on SoundCloud. Today's topic is wild. I chose the wrong nigga boot camp. Why it isn't. I'm not going to give that up. I'm not going to give that up yet.
Do it.
I just want to know, why is it that you attract the same motherfucker over and over and over again? Why is it? If relationships are lessons, are you in relationship special ed classes?
Yikes.
Get your retarded ass out them classes.
Some remedial type of shit.
Short yellow bus.
Yeah, you on the short little.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Here, honey, you forgot your helmet. Sorry.
Right.
No, am I going? That was too much? It was too much? I'm sorry. I apologize.
This motherfucker wearing a relationship helmet.
I'm just...
Fuck.
I'm just saying, if you're on the short bus, call us today. We want to fix it. This is I chose the wrong nigga boot camp. It's Friday. It's the voice of reason. We're off the charts. Let me go to Whitney.
Go.
Whitney, why in the fuck? No, why do we choose bad relationships? Do you know?
Man, well, I mean, there's a lot of factors that factor in as far as my own experiences and choosing wrong people. timing. People say, oh, timing is everything. Timing is kind of bullshit to me, realistically. But, man, if a bum-ass nigga catches you when you're kind of in a slump, timing-wise, he might get you. He might snatch you up and just be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm bored. Let me get a little quick relationship real quick.
No, this is
Mix
big.
it up.
This is big.
Honestly, like I was in love. I went through my, divorce, marriage, all that very fast. And I can honestly say now, after going through the healing and all that and thinking about it clearly, I think I did it because I was kind of, bored. Like, I ain't got nothing else to do. And me and you've been rocking for 3 years.
But you being bored and getting in a relationship, doesn't that make you Mrs. Wrong?
I'm Mrs. Wrong. And
You Mrs. Wrong for that.
And now I'm like, oh, that was probably a stupid idea. I learned a lot. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, but the crazy part is, right now saying that, when we were going through our falling out, I asked him, why are you doing all this to me? Why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to our marriage? And he said, I don't know, I was bored. And I said, what the fuck?
So
Me
you
too.
got what you wanted.
And I got exactly,
Wow.
what you put out is what you get back. So, hey.
You dodged a bullet. You could have been pregnant.
Niggas ain't shit.
You would have had a little baby.
Damn.
It's just been bad.
Dodging bullets. But no, there's a lot of factors that people are, vulnerable, sad, lonely, man. People be getting lonely to the point where it's like, you know what? He cool enough. Let me just settle. Let me just quickly settle because it's too much work. You know what I mean? Hard work to find somebody that really, really you vibe with and click with on all the levels that you really need to have a strong relationship. It's real scarce
Veronica?
out here in these streets.
I think you attract your lessons. You said, do you attract yourself?
The relationship dismount.
Ooh, amen, sister.
Sorry, just had a shameless plug.
So our wounds are like little magnets to other wounds, right? It really is the truth. If you talk about polarity, our wounds really do magnetize other people. So kind of to speak to what Whitney was saying, when you're lonely, right? And I've done that out of being in fear, being lonely, being in transition, right? Then lonely kind of equals needy, right? And needy, by definition, if you look at it deeply, needy repels everything that's really for you.
Ooh.
Neediness is a repellent to your higher good, but it's a magnet to your lower shit.
But you know what? That doesn't stop needy pussy from feeling really good. Needy and lonely pussy feels good. As a matter of fact, in the moment, it's quite tantalizing.
It's probably better because she really wants it.
Yeah,
probably.
with like desperation fuck is...
She probably really...
Oh, take this pussy, Jimmy!
She's probably doing the most to make sure you stay around, huh? Dang.
And then there's the aftermath.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the aftermath.
Well, the aftermath or the aftertaste is...
pussy.
Yeah, that's true. The aftermath or the aftertaste is probably worse than saccharin.
And the after
But,
rash.
The after smash is
No,
like...
the after rash, nigga, you gotta be careful. Niggas out here getting crazy.
The after rash.
Hey, y'all wanna get real, my nigga, be real. The after rash from the random chick is probably worse than what you could have done.
What should one do?
True.
What should one do if you've had a child by Mr. or Mrs. Wrong? What the fuck do you do then? Because you're tied now for the rest of your life.
Oh, if you have a baby with the wrong nigga,
Yeah.
you're fucked. You're fucked.
I did it. I know.
Damn, dude. Like people really gotta be understanding. Like whoever, like, okay, cool. When the baby's 18, I'm out. Nigga, no, you're not. When the baby gets married, you gotta still see that bitch or that broke ass nigga. When the baby goes off to grad school, you gotta go see that same whack ass motherfucker. Like that person is literally connected to you for y'all share DNA. That's hella kind of important, y'all. You guys are tripping. Oh, we're going a free trip to Maury. Fuck that. I don't want no free trips nowhere for a fucking baby. I'm stuck with you forever. Ew, I don't even know if, look, y'all freaking me out. I might not even want no kids no more because niggas are weird out here.
Niggas are weird, according to Whitney. I wanted to quiet it down because Whitney is so excitable. Oh, I bet you, Whitney. Let me explain. Let me just say something really quickly about Whitney.
Hey.
Whitney is the consummate radio personality. But I want to say to the Twitter motherfuckers, she's a personality. Like on Twitter, you can't talk to her like reckless.
Don't do it.
Because she ain't on the radio. She's a regular person. So if you do get a chance to talk to Whitney on Twitter, because I know a lot of you niggas are thirsty, and you hit her up and be like, yo, what's happening with that yogurt box, baby?
Don't.
That's not the way. She might not respond kindly. So
Couple. I saved a few Twitter lives today. I'm just gonna be 1,000. I'm growing up as an adult, respectful. I'm like, yo, look, I didn't even say the word right. It doesn't matter. Listen, yeah, a couple people dodged a few bullets just because
I thought you was gonna say something. Listen,
I don't do disrespect. Don't be a disrespectful weirdo, and we're cool.
because Whitney is cool. She'll talk to you on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm a cool, normal person. Like, don't talk. If you're not gonna talk to me like that to my face, which I know you won't, then don't say it behind the keyboard, gangster, because you don't want these problems.
Keyboard gangster. I have a very deep question here. 2 questions. Don't be a fucking afraid to call. I see the phone lines are lighting up. A lot of people are scared to call. I understand. It's cool. Zach from Canada. Don't put him on yet. I'm coming to you, Zach. I sent your book off the other day. I hope you got it.
Hey, Zach.
I just noticed your name from Canada. I got you, pimp. I got questions, though. Is there a difference between loneliness and convenience? Sometimes the lonely, right, or the convenience kind of quiets down the lonely. This dick right rounds the corner. Boop. Dick on demand.
Yes.
It's just like cable.
It's nice, actually.
Right?
Niggas could be winning out here if they just started a business. What are you guys doing?
A dick Uber service.
What?
That would be dope.
I'm starting that shit. I'm going to be a madam.
I'll drive to you just to dick that thing down.
I would definitely.
That exists in New York in the gay community.
Oh, shit.
That exists in New York in the gay community.
These motherfuckers always creating shit, old creative gay-ass motherfuckers.
Smart.
Where's the heterosexual version?
Because they like to get laid. They're committed to getting laid.
And then here's the other question. The number to dial is 844-55-1. We're talking about, well, this is a boot camp. I know it sounds crazy. This is like camp insanity right now. But it's a boot camp. And we're talking about I chose the wrong nigga boot camp today. And myself, Veronica, and Whitney want to provide services. Call us and let us know what you've experienced in choosing the wrong person. The number to dial is 844-55-1. This is Hot Button Radio, the voice of reason. We're here 3 times a week. This is our final show for the week, Friday. We really want to turn up in here. So get to your phone lines, 844-55-1. Is it possible or even advisable to completely avoid Mr. or Mrs. Wrong? I'll make you think if you listen. Is it possible or advisable to completely avoid Mr. or Mrs. Wrong? I think you need them niggas.
That's what I just wrote down, you creep.
Why I gotta be a creep?
Because you just it's not like a creepy creep.
Hey,
it's like a
cut her mic
normal,
off.
chilled.
Just
like,
cut her mic off. She don't even know what
BFF
psychic
creep.
abilities
Come
are.
on.
Just cut her off. Jesus. Don't disrespect my motherfucking. First off, I can't even read your hieroglyphs. Now, the fuck? This nigga over here. Bring her back on. So look, we're going to take a quick break. And then we're going to come back after the break. We want questions. Call us and let us know what wrong nigga you learned the worst lesson of your life from. 844-55-1. We'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is back in the building. Today's topic, man, it's shit. The I'm dating the wrong one boot camp. The wrong nigga boot camp. Jesus. Why are you a magnet for busters? A lighthouse for mediocrity in relationship. Why is it you? Why is it that every one of your relationships, old and new, are all rebound relationships because you haven't gotten over the shit you've been through with that one motherfucker? You date different versions of him. This is a buster-ass nigga boot camp. We're trying to heal you. Of your experiences. Veronica, Conway, world-renowned transformational life coach in the building, on the phone with us right now. Realionaires Whitney Taber joining us. And, of course, Zoe Williams. I'm the ringmaster of this wild shit. I'm just saying, are you with Mr. or Mrs. Wrong if you're working harder for the relationship than your partner is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is also basic bitch boot camp, too.
Ooh.
Just in case you've got basic gene, we're going to go in and do some gene therapy, make you an extraordinary woman. Maybe from basic to bad, I don't know.
If we can. We ain't working no motherfucking miracles in here.
Shit. I've got the Jesus scalpel. I can do it. I can do all things in his name.
Oh, God.
I know we in here turned up right now. Listen, we got phone lines. They're cracking. Veronica, you want to talk to some of these people who are calling in?
Sure, but I want to frame it up so that it goes powerfully in terms of how they. So if they have a question, then they should ask the bottom line question. So, what's the most essential question they have that gets to the heart of it? You don't even really need the story. A lot of times people watch this. So watch this, y'all. A lot of times people resort to story because it helps re-imprint the initial wounding.
Slow down. Hold on,
Like,
Pimp. Hold on. See, let me tell you something. When you slap the shit out of somebody, first let them know that I'm about to slap you. And then say it again slower so the slap could have a slow motion type experience. Say that shit once again.
I wasn't slapping, but so a lot of times when we get help, I coach people all day, every day for 15 years. We tend to default to this telling the story about what happened. And the story actually is why therapy doesn't work as well as, say, NLP, because the story reinforces, as you keep re-articulating it and re-articulating it and re-articulating it, you reinforce your paradigm about it. You reinforce your idea about it, and it keeps you locked into the paradigm. So we often think that our story is so important, but it's actually the least important thing.
Just a little, I'm sorry, just when you start preaching and you're just speaking in tongues. Hollandaise.
So I always ask everybody to bottom line their communication and say, ask yourself, what's the most essential thing that you want to say to be clearly understood by us? And the more you can begin to speak in more essential nature in your life, the more impact you will have in your life. So, ready, go.
Here we go. Phone lines are open. We're going to Canada. We're leaving the country right now.
We out.
We're international right now. G5 shit.
Really
you
out.
feel me? Canada. What's happening, Zach?
Hey, what's up, Zo?
What up, man?
What's up, Veronica? I just want you to help me and Veronica but this little situation that I had, you know what I mean? It's just kind of still fucking with me, but I got over it, you know what I mean?
Okay, speak on it.
It goes like this. I got myself in a bad situation where I was in a relationship where the girl I was with, she was a one night stand, it turned into a relationship. And I was, you know what I mean? I was in the street, I was doing things, and I told her, this thing's not going to work, but I kind of feel bad over the situation because she didn't have money or nowhere to go. She was from a different city. And my dumbass, I broke up with her, and then I told her, I'll give you money, rent your apartment, and you can be me away, but she's still harassing me around. And then a year later, my dumbass went to jail for sexual assault. And it goes on, took me 2 years to finish my trial, which was a fault. And when I came out, she's trying to get back with me, so my mom, actually, she's the one who got me to this situation, because when I broke up with her, my mom convinced me to stay. And then when we had sex the night that I went to jail, which I got stabbed. When I got stabbed, I just came out of surgery. I got shot 6 months before. I was in a hospital, came out. 2 days later, I got arrested. And then, boom, 2 years in jail, came out. So does that feel like I got myself in a situation where my mom got me to it? Or was it me being a dumbass not to know that this one was wrong? I just want you to help me with that, Veronica.
Veronica, please, because
what's the question? Do you guys,
She just talked about the
first of all,
story,
I love
right?
you.
Damn.
Right. So I love you, and I get the gravity of the story, and I get its impact on your life. Right.
Yes.
And notice how, as you continue to recycle that and replay that in your mind, you continue to live in that reality. You continue to live into that reality just by recycling the story, because it tends to. The more you do it, it's like playing a record. The more it embeds into your subconscious. So, what's your real question?
My real question is that was that my fault for me to kind of drag the relationship around, which I made a decision to say, you know what, I'll give you money, you move out. But I kind of feel bad because when I got shot, she was with me, you know what I mean? And then when I came back home, there was nobody beside me but her. But then, at the same time, she was cheating, and I knew that one, but I needed a comfort.
Baby.
But my mom convinced me to keep her around.
Stop. Quit with the story. Do you see that's your default mechanism, is to go into the story?
And the justification of the story, too. Like, you're justifying dumb shit as you're going along. But go ahead, Veronica.
Yeah. So the question...
Go ahead, Veronica.
Yeah, you're what's called it's a repatterning of the initial wound. So what you're doing is you're taking that initial wound and you're reliving it and repatterning it and thinking about it and talking about it and feeling victimized by it, right? So did you do some faulty shit? Did it? Well, yeah. Did it injure you? Yeah, you were quite injured by your choice. So my question is, how do you change the choice?
Well, when I came out of jail, I changed everything, which when she's trying to get back with me, I refuse. Right now, I'm with another girl. We had a baby and everything was nice. And I apologize to her for the things that I did to her before I went to jail and all the shit that happened to me. I'm just asking, this wound will stay with me forever.
I want you to stop with the story. The story is running your life, and you keep thinking that it's external circumstances, and it's the story that's running your life.
Good shit. Veronica.
All right. And I appreciate that.
No. Don't leave.
All right. I'm here.
Oh, man. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, it's VC?
That's VC.
Well, even though VC told you, look, I'm nosy, so your story was kind of crazy. I just have a couple questions because, like, did she stab you, nigga? Like, did she stab you while you were having sex? Because you saying you was fucking, and then all of a sudden you got stabbed. So I was like, Nick, what did you do? What did you do?
4 o'clock in the morning. We had an argument the day before.
Did she not want to have sex with you, and you forced it on her?
No. You know what I mean? I kind of mellowed myself, and everything was okay. But she was mad. We had sex. I went back to sleep. She was in the living room reading a book. Next, you know, she came in and stabbed me and my arm. So I got up, grabbed the knife, put it away, she cut her arm. And then next, you know, I went back to sleep. 6 o'clock in the morning, there's cops in front of my house saying that,
but how did she?
Arrested for sexual
all
assault.
right. I mean, you already went to trial, so I'm not going to put you in trial again. I'm just saying it kind of doesn't add up to you, girl, because how the fuck? I'm not going to go stab a nigga that just dicked me down. You feel me? Like, I'm going to be like, thanks, give him a high five or something. I'm not going to stab him. And shit.
Unless the dick was bad.
Dang, man. That's crazy.
I don't know, but
my thing, I get what
I appreciate
VC dropped off, but I think what she was really trying to get to was
she's back.
She's back. Well, my synopsis, I guess I can say, is stop bringing up the past. Like, I had a traumatizing relationship. I haven't been in one in 5 years, but it's because I was healing. And the only way to heal is, you realize that, you know what, some fucked up shit happened. It did, but I'm still here and I still want better for myself and relationships. So stop talking about it and just be about it. Just do what you need to do to get over this and be a better person to the next person. This bitch is stabbing you. Why are you trying to be with somebody who's going to stab you, bruh? That's crazy. So, I mean, that's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's it for the Realionaire, and I'm out.
It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to make a different choice. It's not your fault, because we make choices based on our current level of understanding. But it is your responsibility. I'm sure that story pattern is so ingrained in you. If there's anything I would have you actually do, is I would have you begin to focus on the future and what you want as a vision for a new future, and I would have you begin bottom line things, because that story thing has got you hooked, man. It's deep. It's deep.
Well, I have a new boy right now with my new girl, so everything is good. I forgive her, and the trial actually, I beat the trial because it was a false information, and Hodam is supposed to go to jail for giving false information, but it's done. I just thanks you guys, and thanks. I love the show.
Hey, man, we appreciate you for calling in, man. Thanks for going along with us today, man. That was a heavy call. We really want to deal with it. We really want, if Whitney don't settle down, when I tell you Whitney is, Whitney is going crazy over here.
Oh, hey, guys, I'm back. You missed me?
Listen.
Don't cut my mic on the low.
Sometimes we got to do it. Sometimes we got to send in agents to cut your mic off.
Whatever, Zach. Zach, thank you for calling. I appreciate you, Canada. What up?
You know what I'm saying? Listen, today's topic is crazy, man.
Can I speak a little bit of debrief around it? Sorry.
Yes, you already know. You already know, don't you? But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I just want people to really understand that, because I deal with this all the time in coaching. I have over 5,000 hours of coaching experience, and there's such we have to begin to, because this is why I don't believe in therapy, right? Because if you think about a record, like an LP or a CD, I'm dating myself, right? If you keep playing the same groove over and over again, if you like records play the same tune because they have a pattern embedded into the vinyl, right? And so what therapy does, which is why I disagree with that, and I speak to black psychologists all over the country, right? I've spoken at APSFE, which is the Black Psychologist Conference. If you keep playing that same story over and over, it embeds the groove more deeply, and so you become more identified with your wound and your trauma. It's one of the reasons we have to begin to stop recycling our victimization at the hands of white people. Because the more we do it, the more, and in relationships, the more
ingrained it becomes.
The deeper the effect is.
Yeah.
Right. So we have to, what we do in NLP, and if we go in and we scratch the record so it doesn't play that way anymore. And I'm just saying to everybody that's listening, be willing to give up your fucking story, because your story is
Hell
costing
no.
you your life.
Veronica, they would never give up the story.
It's a whack story.
You know why? Because the story is now their identity.
And feel
That's
bad
who the
for
fuck
me.
they are.
Feel bad for me because I got
Yeah, that's it. It becomes who they are. It becomes their identity, and it's crazy, but that's the real thing. What Veronica is saying. As a matter of fact, I like to.
Everybody got a dumb story.
I like to tell people to get particular books, right? So there's a book I want you to get called Quantum Psychology by Robert Anton Wilson. Incredible book. When I tell you, and it ain't lightweight. Don't think you can pick it up and read it on the toilet and be done with it by the time you finish dropping off that burrito. It's not like that. It's a real challenge, okay? It's a real challenge. It's not a joke. Quantum Psychology by Robert Anton Wilson. And what he did was he broke down the different branches of psychiatry and psychology, right? And in one of his breakdowns, he talked about a branch of psychology called transactional psychology, which is based on scripts, right? Yeah. Brother just called in here, and we love Zach. We appreciate him. He's a staunch supporter of the show and, our movement. But he came in here, and he had the justification, victimization, loser script playing, right? So you have a winner script and a loser script. So which script? And here's the amazing thing about the scripts. You write them, right? You have the power, just like Veronica said. She said scratch them to interrupt the rhythm, interrupt the cycle of them. But you have the power to go in and rewrite the script.
Yes.
I mean, I know people that way who, if the shit don't go right, they will fall back into the script of self-deprecation or self-victimization or self-blame or self-loathing is a hell of a script.
And that's so ugly.
You can't help it.
It's so
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is so unattractive.
You establish neural pathways in the brain for certain behaviors. So literally, when you have a pattern that's destructive, like taking the wrong niggas or, feeling victimization. Victimization is, watch this. Because we
Don't slap us real quick.
victimized in white supremacy, and we've developed, I'm going to say, a victim's identity. What you got to understand is that in the neurology, what happens in the brain, literally, when you are running a victim script, it's more addictive than heroin. The script.
Oh, the script itself.
In terms of how it affects the neural pathways. So when we go into victim mode, and which means we go into blame, because if we're in victim mode, we're not responsible, right? So when we do that, especially collectively as Black people, and then we broadcast that shit into the universe out of our melanation, then we are the colluders in our own demise, just because we stay in victim mode.
Hallelujah. We need church music right now.
Amen to that.
Lord have mercy.
Thank you, VC. Reach.
Yes. But it's true.
What is it?
True.
Shoo-midi-bidi-boo, blah, blah. I don't do this.
I don't mean to get on a soapbox. I'm gonna build a soapbox. I don't mean to get on a soapbox.
Get on the box.
I want people to see how it all fits together in relationship, in our culture, around money. I just want us to see to finally get how we are running our patterns and how it leads to our utter destruction. We have got to get that.
So look, with that said,
that's a breakdown. Don't. Hey. Weak nigga Friday. Weak nigga Friday. Yes, bitch.
Okay, I'm sorry. We had church in here because Veronica said something that was really poignant. It's important that we tackle this. That's why, listen, it's fun and we cracking jokes and Whitney is wild today, but it's good. It's good. We want to dig in deep. We got full lines. We framed up the topic well enough. Let's get the callers in here.
Let's get them in.
Let's let them participate.
I'm loving these stories, man.
Line 4, Odell.
ATL, shout it.
What's going on, though?
What's up, man? Odell.
Hey, Veronica. Hey, Whitney. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Happy
Yeah,
Friday.
the law of attraction, I think it's somewhat true, but I think the thing is that, once you can't necessarily always not attract bad people, but once you graduate your thoughts and your actions and you get to a certain point, I think you stop allowing scrubs on your team.
But if fear and ego is choosing the players, how do you know scrubs aren't still being picked? See, but do you understand what I'm saying, Odell? Follow me right here for a second.
Okay.
Everybody has this default, it's going to be okay, I'm going to get through it, and now I'm going to pick a better person. But you can't pick a better person until you become a better person yourself. And the only way to do that is to fucking come face to face with the magnets that attract the busters. And internal magnets that attract busters are things like non-accountability, right? Like say you have this argument, this argumentative persona or personality. Well, if you don't acknowledge it, you'll always see the other person as picking the argument with you. Or say you're this passive aggressive person, right? If you never acknowledge your passive aggressiveness and its contribution to the conflict you experience in relationship, then you'll always be blaming the person as Mr. Wrong or Mrs. Wrong or whoever. You see what I'm saying? People think time and age make you mature.
Nope.
And that's not true. Say more, Odell.
No, but I totally agree with you, Dan. That's what I'm getting to, because I think for me, that's what it was. It wasn't about just time and age and things like that. It's the encounters. But what happened, especially with my last relationship, I really took stock and looked at myself and looked at and stopped thinking about all the things that she did wrong or whatever. And I really looked at what I was doing and allowing. And I think one of the things you said on the show some time ago, and it really hit me hard, it was like you said that just because you never cheated on a person and a person cheats on you, you weren't doing anything bad. You might have been denying yourself. And that's the reason why they cheated on you.
Right, because a lot of times,
today.
I remember exactly what was said. I said, don't cheat. Like, if you cheat on somebody, okay, you're really cheating on yourself, number one, because you made a commitment to yourself and to the partner, hey, I'm not going to cheat on you. So really, it's an oath within yourself. So when you cheat on yourself, not just your partner. A lot of times, people just look at the partner side of the game. But say you cheat on your partner and yourself, and then they in turn cheat on you and say, I just wanted to do that to get back at you because I have been faithful this whole time. Then I'm going to say you always wanted other dick. Because at the end of the day, you don't do something that isn't you.
Nah, it's not me.
Yeah, I could have had other dick. Then that meant you wanted other dick. Yeah. And you were waiting for the gray area or the clear-cut justification to go get other dick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Listen, and this is why I say women, stop judging men by their behavior. Judge men by the intention behind what they do, not just what they do. Because if you judge us for just what we do, you're going to miss why we do it. This is why your asses be confused waking up with a new nigga after we've done certain things. After certain things have been accomplished, you be like, now it's time to open up and be free. You only got half the story. Why did he do what he did? For what purpose? The bottom line is, I think Jill Scott said it so dope on The Breakfast Club when she talked about wants and needs. Right? Sometimes women are not aware of what they actually need and are in pursuit of what they want. Yeah. So all men have to do is align our behaviors with your wants. And you're giving us pussy that we haven't earned. Am I giving up too much, game? I don't know.
No, you good. I'm writing, taking down notes right here.
Odell, are we still with Odell? Is Odell gone? Damn it, Odell!
Damn.
Call sister Odell and use her phone.
Shut
Never
up.
call in.
Yes.
Veronica, is Veronica there too?
VC?
I can't hear VC.
VC, are you?
All right, until we get everybody back on the line, go to line 5, Ronin. Minneapolis, Naptown in the building. What up, Ronin?
Ronin.
Hey, what's going on, boy?
What's happening, man? You're in a
Veronica,
thunderstorm? What's going
Whitney.
on?
Really, I called in because I heard the previous caller, the first caller, and that was my problem.
Stabbing
because,
bitches?
I often dated people who were mainly an ugly reflection of myself. And when it came to those relationships, I would give 110% to them in hopes that I would receive that back, and I did. So the common denominator was I was trying to create long-term relationships when I didn't even have a relationship with my own self, and honestly. And when it came down to it, I got tired of not just singing the old song, but dancing to it and knowing the old lyrics. I had to stop and learn how to dance to a new beat. And that's why I had to take some time off. And I was, that's why I want to say to not you and a few others, at my worst time, which was that time, for some reason, it was you, Veronica, Whitney, even Red Panda came in and I was like, okay, there's a different perspective that I not only need to look at, logically, but within myself. And that's why, I took time to, get the Black Mastery program, and I waited until today to open your book, and crack it open.
Oh, you got it.
I've been at it. I had to sit there and I talked to people about it before I even looked at it myself. Because if I'm going to be a beacon of change, I got to do some homework and graduate myself.
Word.
So,
well, shit. This old somber ass Friday. Jesus, I thought we was gonna be turned up. No, normally Ronin be talking shit, but okay.
I like it. Well, no, we can't be silly all the time, man.
Girl, you've been silly this whole
I
goddamn
be
show.
doing what I want to do.
Now, what the hell kind of contradiction? They go Miss Wrong. They go Mrs. Wrong right there.
Bro, I'm just saying, don't knock my guy because he's calm and chill right now. Just let it happen. Just let it flow, bro.
Well, the thing is, I want to say it's cool to sit there and laugh and joke. Yeah, sometimes we got to bring a little levity in there. We got to, everything has to be so serious topics, but then situations like this, there's a lot of people who are addicted to being career victims, and I was one of them.
So the first thing you have to do is just you have to fight and face yourself and win, and you have to get in the habit of. Then you can win at everything else. Outside of that, you just run around beating yourself, and then like you claiming like you're a champion, but you only champion failure.
Hey man, damn, I love it. I love the conversation tonight.
It's good stuff.
Shit, this is the Beacon for Busters Boot Camp on the Voice of Reason. We're gonna show you how to turn off that inner beacon that attracts nothing but busters. This is the boot camp, right? Oh, you want me to say that?
God, he's really trying to say, God damn, what the fuck happened to this nigga?
Do I have to say that?
He's really,
Jesus.
he's stressed. He's holding on to something inside too. I feel like, jeez, you gotta let it out, bruh.
Listen, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, more callers. Call us with your stories. I mean,
I got a question.
let me hold on. Can I set it up? Hold on. Let me set it up. If you're just tuning into the Voice of Reason tonight, I chose the wrong nigga boot camp is today's topic. A lot of people want to blame who they date for the failure of the relationship, but Veronica, Whitney, and myself want to deal with some of your issues. Get to your phone lines and call us at 844-55-1. The numbers, phone lines are cracking. I see them. But get in right now while you can fit in.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. DJ always in your ear. Get at us. I mean, I just like the music.
Yeah, this is a good vibe.
DJ always be tripping.
I feel like I'm on vacation.
Yo, we back in the building. Phone lines is cracking. Whitney had a question, but before we get to the question, it's the boot camp. It's the boot camp for dating side busters. Gosh. Why do we tend to blame everyone we've had a bad relationship with except for ourselves? How come we never blame ourselves? And then when we do blame ourselves, listen to the blame we put on ourselves. How many times have you heard this? Somebody call me right now, 844-55-1. Somebody call me right now. I blame myself because I was too nice.
God.
Like, if you don't get out of here with that bullshit ass excuse for why you're in this mess with this person.
And that ain't gonna make the other person like you more, dumbass.
Or I blame myself for,
good, you should.
it'd be like really lightweight shit. I blame myself for listening to him.
Oh, feel bad for me.
You got ears, don't you? You listen to everybody else. You listen to the car salesman. You listen to everybody. Right? You listen to the motherfucking commercial that said you're supposed to have the new Jordans. I'm just saying.
Well,
why is it that we make all of these excuses?
That's crazy.
I want to know. I want to know why we blame and why we don't blame ourselves. Why we blame all of these external movements. Whitney, what's your question?
What I was saying is the listening thing is crazy. I have a question. Like, do you allow your friends to help you choose Mr. or Mrs. Wrong? And have you in the past allowed your friends to help choose that wrong person for you?
Jesus Christ.
I can honestly say, yeah, I've done that.
Veronica is back with us.
Man.
You can honestly say, what have you done? Give me your example.
I've back in college, found out dude was cheating. I was like, you know what? I already knew. I could feel it. My intuition told me. We talk about it all the time. Ladies, don't ignore your intuition. I ignored my intuition because my best friend, his mama, everybody was like, there's no way he would ever do that because he loves you so much. He doesn't even have time to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, something just doesn't feel right in my spirit. But you know what? I'm going to listen to my best friend, Meg. I'm going to listen to my mom. Love you, Mom. But I'm just saying, like, I listened to them knowing 6 months. I went through 6 months thinking I'm crazy because I literally ignored my intuition.
Right.
And come to find out, boom, cheating. He been cheating the whole time to the point where my best friend felt she was more hurt, I feel like, than I was because she vouched for that nigga.
Wow. So who can relate
Right.
with Whitney's story? Who out there has created, listened to a coven of trusted advisors of the same gender? Men do it too. Men talk to the homies about the girls they've been with, right? And come to find out that advice was all wrong. It was all bad. Because how do we ever really look at our friends objectively? Do we ever look at our friends and say, hey, this person is butthurt because Belinda dumped his ass in the 8th grade and he ain't been right with women since. Right? So all of his fucking advice is coming from this bent perspective.
Right.
Or Jaheim over here just got out of a marriage that went bad and he broke. Same thing with the women, right? How you gonna take advice from somebody who's still in a relationship with someone who's taken all the advantage they possibly can from them, and then that person come to you and say, well, what you should do, right? Maybe you do that so you can have somebody to blame. I think Chris pointed it out as accountability through victimhood. Ugh, that's ugly. That is ugly, right? Veronica, what you got to say about that before we go back to the lines?
Yeah, I want to just say this. You know, in this culture, one of the big problematic things in American culture that's more true here than it is anywhere else in the world, but we're infecting the world with it, with Western civilization in a certain way. But there's so little internal investigation. In other words, there is a deep knowing that exists inside of us, that resides inside of us internally. But this culture teaches us to reach externally because of the way they market to us and program to us. So we keep thinking that the answers are external, right? And so what happens is that we because of the institutions of religion, the institutions of, you know, our girlfriends, or the institutions of the coven or the brothers, right? We come to listen to and filter for external approval. And so until we stop doing that, until we start actually getting internal and listen to the heartbeat of our internal being and soul, we will always be making faulty fucking choices because nobody really knows what's true for us but us. And so our job is not to go out and get advice unless it's very qualified advice. I don't even advise people. I just help them discover their internal God.
Right.
Coaching is not advice. It's
pointing.
Pulling off the layers to listen to the truth.
It's pointing.
Listen to your own truth. And so Whitney was talking about how, you know, intuition, we have to decalcify our intuition. We have to decalcify our pineal gland. We have to decalcify that because we're so addicted to the need for approval and compromise that we don't even know which way is up and what our own compass is for our own lives. That's the problem. If we knew that, if we honored that, then all bets would be off.
Man, this is crazy right now. Listen, if you're going through it, it's okay. It's fucking normal. Everybody chooses a buster. But why? Why have you chosen Lord Buster? Lord Busterus? Right? I want to know why. Somebody call us at 844-55-1. We want to know what the hell and why you're going through what you're going through. The callers are crazy right now. We're going to go to line 5. We've got Ray on the line. What's up, Ray? Speak on it.
Hey, what's going on, Zo?
Hey, man, what's happening, Pam?
Oh, man, chilling, man. Chilling, calling from Baltimore, representing the 5150 Nation.
Word.
Man, first off, man, you gotta get that audio book done, man. I've been hounding you about it for weeks.
Yeah, man, I got to get the audio book. You right. I got to make the relationship dismount into an audio book. You're 100% correct, man. I'm going to get on it. I promise.
But definitely, man, for what I call about, man, is I got a dilemma. Number one, you know what I'm saying? I might be culpable for this, but hey, here it is. I met this, you know, chick I went to school with, whatever. You know what I mean? We met back up through Facebook in 2010. And, you know, me, I got everything going for me. Not pat myself on the back and all that, but I don't want to be like the Canadian dude telling long stories. I'll just get right to the thing. Bottom line is, the chick, we took so long hooking up because this motherfucker had 3 kids by a motherfucking dude that was 10, 12 years older than her, and she couldn't get over this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like I'm Tyson Beckford or anything like that, but she was stuck on this Lavelle Crawford looking motherfucker. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the, you know, the best honorable dude in the world, but I'm a good dude. And she couldn't leave this nigga alone. Like, the nigga put hands on the store taxes. Motherfucker, this motherfucker even pawned video games that his kids have so he can get a PlayStation 4. So and she didn't leave the motherfucker alone until about 2 years ago. And that's when we finally got together. And for the whole time I'm sitting in the background, I'm turning on all these women because I'm saying to myself, like, damn, I just want to show there's a good dude out here. And I'm looking at it from a standpoint like this motherfucker just like busters. So I'm saying, so fast forward to now, I kind of still hold resentment for the fact that she made me wait so long for us to get together. And I kind of like beat her up about it every once in a while, but I think at the same token, while, you know, one of the co-hosts said earlier trying to move beyond the past or whatever and not bringing up past stuff, I kind of feel resentment to the fact that I'm this good dude. I got, you know what I mean, I work for the government now. I got my own thing going on.
So let me do this.
And you made me wait for a buster-ass, obese-ass, 40-something-year-old, feel like you took the pussy from you, motherfucker.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. We got it. Ray, bring it back some. Dial it back.
All right.
Let's dial it back. Let's take 2 deep breaths.
2 times 2.
Woosah. God damn. Now,
it's good. We're getting through. I feel it. I'm feeling good about it.
What's your question, big brother? What's your question?
All right. So my question to you is, man, like, you know, like, how can I move forward with this girl without feeling, you know what I'm saying, any kind of resentment towards her for the bullshit? She made me wait almost 3 years to get with her, and no nigga wouldn't have never waited that long. She's fine as hell. And
okay, but wait a minute. Ray, what's the question, pimp?
My question to you, Zoe, is how can I move beyond this situation without keep on bringing it up? Because the more, it's like at times, like she get mad at me, have a tone with me, and I tell her, yo, I ain't old boy. Don't be trying to, you know, talk to me any kind of way when I'm talking to you respectfully. So my question to you is, I hang up the phone.
Okay, so Veronica, let me throw it to you, Veronica, please, because you're the one I'm going to on this, because he just did the whole story thing again, the reinforcement of the story, right? He just did the reinforcement of the story, correct?
But it's the bottom line of the question.
Right. His bottom line question is, how can he move on? That was his bottom line question. How can he move on? And not feel resentment. So I'm gonna throw that to you. How can he move on and not feel resentment?
So I'm gonna do a little exercise right now on the air because I think that people need to understand how they decide things, because we don't often decide things at all. We go through life hoping that we're going to have preferences and, you know, we want things. We never decide. So I'm going to say that we all have the power in our consciousness to make a real informed decision. So I want everybody that's listening right now to just get into their most decisive state, including the caller. Just get into a decisive state. Who you are when you decide, there's a certain body, physiology, there's a certain posture, you're decisive. And so on the count of 3, think of something that you've been not deciding, that you've been sort of avoiding deciding, because we all have indecision in our lives, right? So on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to just decide something. Doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just notice what comes into your awareness. On the count of 3, get into your most decisive state about that thing that you haven't decided. 1, 2, 3, decide. And notice how that lives in your body. Notice what happens in your body when you actually decide something, as opposed to indecision. And so a lot of times we go through life because we have forgotten our decision mechanism. And we experience all these things because we don't make clear decisions. And all I'm saying is, in his case, and in some of the previous cases, all people have to do is just choose, decide. But decision is in the body. It's in the nervous system. It's not an idea. It's not theoretical. Just choose. That's what I think is important. I mean, we have to decide to overcome white supremacy. We have to decide to have better relationships. We have to decide all those things. So I just think we get all caught up in the story, and it really is a lack of decision. I'll leave it there.
There it is. Mike, DC, line 4. Holla.
Hey, what's up, pimp?
What's up, pimp? What's up, Mike?
What's up, y'all? Man, shoot, there's a lot of sentimental calls today, man. I had to get some tissue for a minute.
Oh, shit. Mike is cutting up. Now, you know you had your sentimental moment a couple weeks ago. Don't try to bang on nobody today.
Right?
I was like, hey, but
Mr.
I'm
Wrong.
gonna weigh in. I just think a lot of people need to realize, I guess, in relationships, like trials and tribulations, I think any negative or hurtful or painful experience you go through can, like, ultimately have a silver lining that makes that experience valuable. So I hate when people say, you know, oh, that was a bad person, but ultimately that negative situation was a stepping stone in your evolution that made you climb that ladder of success. So sometimes you got to embrace that painful. Sometimes you got to embrace that person too. That's the painful situation you went through with.
You right, brother.
But so I'm saying is, I think the problem is we focus on the pain that the situation caused. We never focus on the purpose on why we went through.
Ooh, Mike, with the poignance. We pay attention to the pain and not the purpose. I will pass to you at the end of the game now. Yeah. I trust you. You can shoot that shot. I like that.
It was a jump shot.
Yeah.
Sometimes people be missing lanes, but he actually...
He made that shit.
I appreciate it.
That was a game winner. Hey, man, we appreciate you, Mike.
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, did you get your book yet? Did you order your book yet? What happened? Did you get it?
I'm about to order it now. I just got paid today, so
okay,
you know, I had to pay a few bills. But I'm gonna order it now, though. Okay. So you know what I'm saying.
Right.
A lot of women, you know what I'm saying, the asking price went up. So I said, fuck that. I'm gonna get his old book.
Oh, okay. Well, Jesus. all I'm saying is, you know, I'm going to know if you got it because you're going to be regurgitating some of the shit I say. I hear you, Mike.
I got you, man. That book is a Da Vinci Code, man. It's going to solve a lot of problems.
He playing your record right now.
I appreciate it, man. But I got you, though, man. I'm going to put my order in there.
I appreciate you, man. He playing your record for Mike. Let's go. Just a quick little celebration for Mike and his check. We appreciate your check, pimp. Go get the relationship dismount, man. It's Friday, man. You just got paid.
Yes.
The relationship dismount is available on Kindle. You know, Kindle is a part of Amazon.com. Go there. It's in the top, one of the top new releases, especially in divorce and relationships and all of that kind of stuff. The Relationship Dismount by Zoe Williams. Go support that or go to my website to get a paperback. The homies from Power in One. They got a website. They got some really positive gear, right? What's the website really quickly? Somebody get that for me. What's the website? There it is, www.pio.clothing.com. Powerinoneclothing.com, www.pio.clothing.com. They came in here with hats and jerseys and hoodies, and I mean, they even were able to accomplish sequestering Whitney's chesticles.
It's a little snug, guys, but we did this.
I didn't think it was possible, but they are tamed right now.
A little bit. Really? No, it's a great little tank top. I love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
They came in with all kind of stuff, and I just wanted to support them. So support them too. You guys know how I do. I support black businesses all the time. So www.pioclothing.com. Callers are crazy. I want to continue getting at them. Line 5, we've got Marie on the line. Marie, holla at us. Line 5.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, ladies.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, Marie.
Hey. Okay, so I'm so happy you guys are doing this topic because Zoe, I actually was going to reach out to you to try to get help, to try to get coaching. But I'm waiting on my book to come in the mail, so I'm hoping that'll help too. But just from watching all of the shows and everything, I found out that I've been running the triangle offense with fear and ego as my coaches. And I really looked into what I've done, and I realized that, like, I've been the nemesis. So my question is, how do I combat the anger and frustration from him that is a direct reaction to the damage I've caused, knowing that I'm the buster in the relationship and I created this whole love-hate dynamic?
Okay, so, and then I'm going to throw it to Veronica, but let me just say this. Frustration is the little nephew of anger, right? So they lead to each other. They're linked. They're part of the same chain. Frustration leads to anger. Where does frustration come from? Not getting what you want. Where does the idea of what you want come from? See, most people don't even connect the dots. It's just give me what I want. Well, why do you want what you want? And who told you to want that in the first place? Right? See?
Yeah, well, he's like frustrated with me, though. Like, okay.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes he's frustrated with you, right? And this applies to him too, right? Like, he may want you to be a certain way. Now, a lot of times men put this kind of pressure on women in relationship. We'll want some shit, and the woman might be connected to us and like us and really feel us, and then try to adjust and become what we want. But remember this. Compromise is essential for a successful relationship, but not when it causes you to compromise who you are. So compromise has a boundary. I'm a compromise to make this relationship better. I'm a compromise. I can adjust. I can be flexible. But I'm not just going to be this transparent, gelatinous thing that forms into whatever you want. See, that compromise has to be bi-directional. If you compromise, he must compromise. If you change and you're pliable, he must be changing and pliable too. For you, for your benefit. This is the root of mutual respect, right? Wherever there's a hierarchy, somebody is being oppressed and suppressed. And a lot of times people misunderstand the hierarchy of relationship. They'll go, oh, the man is the head. So sometimes men don't understand spiritually. That doesn't necessarily mean you suppress your woman, or the woman was made to be the helpmate. That doesn't mean she is the servant of your needs. Do you see how I'm framing that? Veronica, do you understand what I'm saying, where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
So let's, sister, there's a lot of questions here for this relationship that's being presented to me right now. And I don't want to really get into directing you. I want to throw it to Veronica and let her paint a picture as well.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. So tell me your name again, Mama.
Marie.
What is it?
Marie.
Okay. So here's what I sense on you. My sense of you is that you've sold out so much of yourself to please, that you're actually in a space of not even remembering who you are. And who you are is fine. And it may be fundamentally incompatible with him. And so the thing is that when Zoe talked about like not compromising yourself, what it partly saying is that, you know, sometimes we can get into relationships that beat us down so deeply that we compromise our very nature just to please somebody. And my sense is
that's the thing that I realized. Like, I was trying to please my family, and it was like my family got in the way more so than anything else, and like that caused rift between us.
It became a downward spiral of first people pleasing them. Well, I'm gonna say it goes all the way back to childhood, and we could deal with that later. But it goes back to childhood. But then you spend a lifetime pleasing them, which by definition means you're suppressing your nature. your truth,
Right.
your soul, your aliveness. And then they pass you off to a man that they approve of, and now
Well,
you're
no, they
suppressing
don't.
yourself
That's
for
the
him.
thing.
But see, whether they approve of it or don't approve of it, the bottom line is, listen to what she's saying. It's you. It's you. You like you. Hold on, Veronica. Hold on. It's you selling out to whoever, whether it's him, whether it's your parents, your family. It's you selling out. You're the one shelling out all of the relationship currency in this situation. What is the relationship currency? Integrity. What's your truth? Are you going to continue to pay for everyone's happiness with your truth? With your integrity? Like, if this is not what you want to do. Now, let me flip it the other way. Do you see how fucking valuable this relationship with this dude is? Just based off of all of the shit that's coming up, that's being churned up by this relationship. Do you now see how valuable it is to be in relationship with him? And if you could knock off each one of these lessons that this relationship is providing for you right now, can you not then evolve out of this relationship and then look back and go, that was the turning point. That was one of the most significant times in my life. Do you understand where I'm going with this, sister?
Yes, I understand that.
Veronica?
I understand that, but it's just like trying to get through the day to day. Like, that's what's the hardest part to me right now.
Veronica?
Here's what I feel. I felt this way before when I was married to my husband, my ex-husband. We were so at like opposite forces that the day-to-day, even though you'd make the peace to get along, it was so brutal to the soul. Not because of him, but because of me squashing myself to go along to get along. And so you may not underestimate the power of when you shut down the mechanism of your truth, right? The reason that I get a lot of feedback from this show and other places where I exist in life and speak and do whatever. But part of it is that I have unleashed my truth mechanism. And one of the ways that you have to do that is you have to begin to tell it. But you can't do it when you're tolerating some shit that's not true for you. Your soul knows when it's being ripped off, and it knows when you're doing it.
Wait, hold on. Say that again, slower. Your soul knows
when it's being ripped off. But most importantly, it knows when you're doing it. And it will give you circumstances that will light your ass on fire or make you depressed or put you into a hole in your life until you reconcile yourself to your truth.
Yikes.
That's what happens.
Sister, let me just say this. Let me just do this. Hold on, let me do this because we got to move. Marie,
yes.
you can get in contact with Veronica Conway. How, Veronica? You got to get in contact with VC.
Okay.
VeronicaConway.com, or she can get in contact with you.
She can get in contact with me now. IamZoeWilliams.com. We could tag team. Well, I mean, we both can work with you. But you know what I'm saying, Jesus. Hey. I just knew how that sounded.
Hey.
No, we can all work together, man, because that's the purpose of this show. I mean, but you do understand.
Man, I've learned so much just from listening to you guys. Like, you guys have helped me so much in my life, and I just thank you guys for doing this.
Oh, we appreciate you, young lady. Thank you so much. But reach out to us. You know the email. You know the emails on both of us. IamZoeWilliams.com, VeronicaConway.com. Get at us, and like I said, we'll work to help you out. We got to move to the next caller. Line 2, Nevada. Sarah, you're on The Voice of Reason. Sarah. 3, Deuces. Now, you can't tell me today's show ain't bananas right now. Phone lines is churning. People want to know, how did I magnetize this buster? How did I get in contact with this person? Well, Veronica, Whitney, and myself are dealing with this. So you guys want to participate? Call us right now at 844-55-1. What we're going to do right now is take a quick break. I want to get another DJ always in your ear mix going. He's playing music that fits the topic. I love it. We're having a good time. When we come back, callers, voice of reason. Hop. Yeah, that's DJ always in your ear. Doing the thug thizzle on the ones and twos. I mean, we up in here right now, dealing with folks' issue. You know, I love to add a little levity, a little humor. I love to do that. But the reality is you can get something from these shows if you're paying attention. Today's topic, I chose the wrong nigga boot camp. Why? Let me give you the whole title. This is the whole title. I chose the wrong nigga boot camp. Right? Or I chose the wrong person boot camp. Why it isn't possible to pick the wrong person regarding intimate relationships. I believe it's absolutely impossible to pick the wrong person. That is the other shoe dropping. That's what it sounds like. We create this concept that this person wasn't right for me and I made a mistake and I chose the wrong person. Well, I'm here to tell you there is no Mr. Wrong. Everybody you've ever dated, male or female, is Mr. and Mrs. Right for you right now. There's no way you could be with somebody that isn't in alignment with you. There's no way. Let me get real philosophical right now. I always talk about this guy, J. Krishnamurti, my favorite philosopher. He says knowledge is a reflex of memory, right? So wherever there is known, or wherever there is the known, there is no new information, right? Because if you can recognize some shit, first off, how you gonna recognize something that ain't good for you if you don't have the fucked up shit in you? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how do you recognize something that isn't good for you that you haven't experienced before? How is it that it's just kind of in you to know, like, that's not right for me? You attract what you are. There is no Mr. Wrong. It's an illusion. Just like we sitting here talking to the sister who just called in, Marie, right? Marie calls in and talks about all of the different things that she's experiencing. And all Veronica did, and all I did, was point at the opposite of what she was looking at. See, we can always, whenever we're experiencing something difficult in relationships, what we're looking for is, when is this shit over? When is this disappointment? When is this pain? When is this bunk whack shit over? Mike said earlier, we focus too much on the pain and not enough on the purpose. So what happens with our relationships is what happens in our lives. We have a fucking microwavable life that at the end of the day, I've done this long enough, I should have this result once I'm finished. Or do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody is really understanding that the purpose is where the championship, or excuse me, the journey is where the championship is won. Not when you're in the locker room pouring champagne on yourself, or not when you're jumping the broom. For so many people, jumping the broom is the goal. We're hitched now. Things are going to be good from here on. That's not how it works. No. The journey is where the championship is manifested. Right? So most people don't get it, and they don't understand it, and they keep recycling the same bunk ass experiences. Mr. Wrong doesn't exist. Mrs. Wrong doesn't exist. Every bullshit relationship you've ever been through, the purpose of you going through it is for it to reacquaint you with some bullshit within yourself. This is why I said in the relationship dismount, the relationship is a highly reflective classroom where the feedback you're getting from your partner is designed to teach you about you. Relationship is the university of you. You don't graduate until you acknowledge the shit you need to work on. There is no Mr. Wrong. I'm just saying. Veronica, Whitney, you guys want to add on to that? Whitney?
Good shit, Zoe. I tweeted that. That was so good.
Oh, well, you were tweeting.
I was tweeting, so I caught.
Thank you, Whitney.
Yeah, man.
There's Whitney.
Good shit, bro.
Billionaires. Thank you, dude.
Bro, that shit was fire.
Gnarly.
Hashtag thoughts on fleek. Zoe, killing it, man.
Veronica Conway, where is she, man?
But no,
Yeah, I'm here.
There it is.
So I'm gonna give out some advanced medicine, if I may, around this topic. It's one of the best books. I'm a student of the I Ching. The I Ching, which is a 4,000-year-old Asian oracle that helps people understand. It helps them make choices that are out of alignment with their ego. In other words, it starts to crush the ego. Because a lot of times, and especially when you begin to have a lot of spiritual power, which I have had and experienced in my life, you have to begin to discern things through a filter that makes some sense. There's an amazing book called Love and Interconnection by Carol K. Anthony. And I would say
that's a good
that
book.
If you really want to get down inside of relationship, you should get all of her books. A Guide to the I Ching, like, she's amazing. But here's the thing. In some ways, I've never had a deeper ass whooping in my life than from Carol's version of the I Ching. Because it really checks you. It checks you around your ego. It checks you. It's a neutral arbiter. And so you can use that in your relationship to, in other words, rather than be right, wrong, you can kind of check in spiritually. And it's very powerful. So Love and Interconnection really teaches you how to set up your relationship in a way that are internally righteous, that don't have lawsuits. Most of the time we're walking around in some fucking subconscious lawsuit against our partner, and we wonder why we're miserable.
Wow.
At a certain point, we take responsibility for who our contribution to the lawsuit. And so that's a good resource. But I'm telling you, get ready, because it's a full-blown ass whooping. And if you think you're right about anything, it'll show you the truth. So
I love it. Phone calls. Whitney.
What up?
I bet not ever see you in another fucked up relationship. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I've been boot camped through all this. I've been doing this, man. Yeah. Like I said, even the Black Mastery, I just finished, working with Veronica myself on a ton of her stuff, and Black Mastery, even business boot camp, like all of the stuff that we talk about on the show. Like, I know I get silly and all that. It's all fun, but realistically, so much that we talk about on the show, you can apply to anything in your life. So, I mean,
fucking anything.
Fuck yeah, man.
We're incredible. We're fucking amazing.
We're pretty amazing. I'm just gonna say.
No one in the world does what we do. It's called jocking yourself. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's get some more callers on the line right now. I want to go to Houston. Got the homeboy Joe on line 4. Keep that beat banging, though. What's up, Joe?
Nothing much. How y'all doing?
Up in here tripping,
Doing good, man. Feeling good.
I tweeted this to y'all, and I'm just going to say it on air, too. I know for a fact that I was a Captain Save-A-Hole and an asshole. And the lesson I had to learn was save yourself and chill out. And sometimes you got to be real with yourself to be able to be in a relationship. So
all the time.
I had to learn at the end of the day, the road to love and self-actualization begins and ends with the person in the mirror.
Well, we had to play your record real quick. Hold on, Joe. Let's go. Let's get a little piece of it.
It's my song, I ain't gonna lie. Save her. This is Bay Area.
Oh, okay. Oh. Wait. Tell DJ I always do OBCO for burning myself while I was cooking dancing, too.
Oh, no. You don't get to come in here and say you was Captain Save-Ho and not get the record play.
Yeah, man.
Okay? I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Play the record. That's true.
Hey, Joe, let me just say this, man. You know we having fun up in here, man. We appreciate you for reaching out to us. We got a lot of callers to get to and a short amount of time to do it in, brother. I appreciate you. And don't forget to pick up that book, The Relationship Dismount.
I did. I'm waiting on it.
There you go, Joe.
I did.
It'll be there. It'll be there shortly. I appreciate you guys, man. This thing is going crazy right now. Played the right record at the right time. I love it. Let's go to Hustle. I want to go to Miami. Right? Line 2. Every day I'm hustling.
Yo, what up, people?
What up, Hustle?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what happened to my baby Ashonti, man? What?
I think she's traveling. Yeah, she's traveling to go be with her peoples up in Fresno, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, because you know you like Martin, so you just be kicking niggas out. So I had to check.
You gotta check, man.
He called me Martin. Get out!
Yeah.
Get out! Get out! Get the stepping!
That's real life.
You know what it is, man. Hey, look, though, I had a question. All right, so y'all heard of opposites attract, right?
Yeah.
So is that concept the universe's way of showing us a side of ourselves that we fail to acknowledge?
Ooh, you cooking with olive oil right now, brother. High grade grease. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I think so.
I just figured, something to chew on, you know what I mean? Just wanted to add my little 2 cents.
Hey, man, I appreciate the 2 cents, man. Shit. 2 cents goes a long way in India. They fucking with peso. Or they fucking with rupees over there.
Right.
So 2 cents in India, nigga.
Y'all have a good weekend, all right?
You can get a whole little cottage.
You too. You're so turned. What is going on?
Shit, you can buy a whole little plot with 2 cents.
Oh my God. It's Hustle.
Let's get this last caller in. Appreciate you, man. Who we got on the line? Line 5. Red. What up, Red?
Red.
What's going on, Zoe? What's up, Whitney? Veronica?
Hey.
I want to say that the deeper the wound, the deeper the capacity for a deeper level of love.
Uh-oh. Say that. Here we go.
Hold on, let me listen.
Now we cooking with greens.
Let me tune in.
Say more.
When I was very young, I was 19 when I got my heart broken. My grandfather told me there's a lesson in that, and he said, grandson, it usually takes about 60, 70 lessons in relationships to really be able to fully reach your potential as far as your capacity to love, whether it be unconditional or just a deep conditional love. And like I said, I was pretty much devastated with the woman that I was with at the time. I went through a 3-year period of binge drinking and fucking anything that moved. And it took me a whole year of celibacy and self-reflection and really working on myself to truly get a better understanding of who I was. And it allowed me the ability to move forward in my life and simply do what I wanted to do. And that's when I got into speed dating and then dating multiple women at a time. And the thing about it is I'm just being patient in each relationship, and I learned something through each and every relationship. I can call any one of my ex-girlfriends to this day, and they'll still speak to me. Because there's a level of respect and patience that I took with them, and I learned a lesson in that moment with them. But I had to go through that really painful heartbreak with a woman who most people say Miss Right, Miss Wrong, but she was perfect for me at the time.
There it is.
That's it.
See what I mean?
So that's really, I mean, it really touches base. I want to try to get my grandfather to call into you, though, man. He's got this down.
Hey, listen.
He's a gangster of love. For
listen, your grandfather can come in here, call in here anytime. I'll cut everybody's mic off, including mine, and I'll listen. I'm saying, man, when wisdom speaks, we all got to shut up. That's how it was in the African, tribes and culture. When there was a shaman or guru or whoever, you shut your mouth. You don't be talking and having questions, and you just shut up and listen. Unless he asks you for a question, that's when you give your question. He's welcome here, brother. That's real.
Oh, yeah.
So we appreciate you for reaching out, man. Thanks, Red. Once again, Heater.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
Yep. So this is what I want to do. Because the phone lines have just been fucking bonkers the whole show. And I appreciate it, and I love it. But this is what I want to do. I want to start with Whitney. Like, what were the top 2 things you learned from the worst relationship you experienced?
Yeah. Let's dig deep in there. One of the things that I learned most about my worst relationship was...
About yourself, though.
No, about myself.
Yes.
Was I need to be patient with myself and stop trying to control the situation. Yeah. I want my life to be like this and I'm going to get it right now. Like, that really doesn't work. Patience, and then self-love, because realistically, during that time, when you're dealing with somebody on that level, you sit there and what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Or that person, they did this to me, do. Nah, realistically, looking at myself, taking that look in the mirror and realizing, you know what? It's not their job to make me happy. And learning happiness. Like, learning to find happiness is really the number one thing that I learned in my marriage and my relationship, or ex. All that good jazz.
Veronica, your 2 pieces and a biscuit?
So my first relationship with a man was with my father. And that set an imprint for all of my subsequent relationships. And so, because my father was a Black Panther and he was absent and he was not there to parent me as a young woman, then I transferred that emptiness and that sense of not being protected and provided for to my initial relationship with men. So he was my first model. And they were the fallout from that experience. So I would say that every girl has to go back and reconcile her relationship with her daddy and get all the way deep down into what that means. And then look at it and heal that, because when you heal that, then everything that's subsequent to that heals organically. But if we don't address the root cause, we get all fucked up and we look for love in all the wrong places. So I would just say that we have to always be filtering for the root. And so my journey has been that. That's been the truth of my journey.
I love it.
Oh.
One of the major things that I learned, and it was crazy, like who writes a book after they break up with somebody? Well, Zoe does. Zoe does. I was in a relationship for 6.5 years, man, and it ended badly and abruptly. And I think about 6 months afterwards, a book came. So it took me 6 weeks to write the book. But it took 3.5 years for the book to be edited. And the sister who was editing it, right? Her name is Lynn Pace. Lynn was like, she was excited to talk to me because she was like, oh my God, there's just so many jewels in the manuscript. It's like I'm a miner. I'm mining the jewels out of this manuscript, right? And I was very humbled by that because it took me 10 years to write my second book. My first book came out in 2005. It's 2015 now. So it took me 10 years. I had to go through something. But in going through what I went through, I learned something about me. Veronica will tell you this. Veronica has had private sessions with me like, nigga, you're going to get killed. Dial it back. Right? Like, tone it down. Okay? The spirits and, all of the elders and gurus have come to you and said, okay, bring it back some. It's too much. Right? Because I'm that person. I'm an extremist in greatness, like what I want to do, even if it puts myself in harm's way. Am I lying, Veronica?
No, it's absolutely true. And because I had a Black Panther daddy that put himself in harm's way, I'm very attuned to when our beautiful black men go out on a limb and put themselves at risk.
Right.
It's very important that you stay here on the planet to serve this purpose.
So Veronica came with like a crew. She brought Angela. It was like, it's too much, nigga. Just tone it down. Just step back. So what I learned about myself from my last breakup was this. I am so obsessed over freedom that it manifests itself in my relationships as control. Right? Like my freedom is paramount. Like, fuck that. But then I recognize by being that way, right, the invert of freedom is control. So you trying to have your freedom, you're actually locking others down. And I recognize that that's what I did to the last sister. I would not let her love me the way she wanted to love me. I prevented that. Ooh. Right? But if I had not gone through that situation, you would not be reading The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing. So I recognized that there was value there. You see what I mean? I'm not saying everybody should write a book once they break up. I'm just saying,
Please don't.
But I'm saying there's hella positivity in every negative situation. Negativity does not exist in a vacuum, nor does positivity. This is why you have the yin and yang symbol, right? Every negative situation is a seed for positive growth. So many of us are, like I said, are on the run from pain. I don't want to feel pain, but pain is like Santa. That motherfucker always got gifts.
Word.
Pain is like Santa. He always come with gifts.
That's real.
But you got to let that motherfucker in.
Gotta let him in.
You got to embrace that pain. If you don't embrace the pain, you don't get the gift. What you get is the replay, right? You get you got to do it again in order to get the gift. This is how you matriculate upwards and onwards. Veronica, where can they find you? What's your website, babe?
Where to find me is all things Veronica Conway on social media. And then yet another business boot camp. Our boot camp is crazy.
So
People
crazy.
are clocking money left and right. So if you want to get with that, Veronica at veronicaconway.com, blackmastery.com. If you want to deprogram your mind from some bullshit beliefs about yourself, hit me up. Excellent shit.
Whitney.
Yeah. Hey, you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Miss Taber. Check out my Snapchat, WHITLEI. Also, MissTaber.com. I'm in the business boot camp, and let me tell you, I'm building my own business, y'all. So get ready. Shit's about to get crazy. Anyway, have a happy weekend, y'all. Remember, love yourself. And just keep loving on yourself.
Love yourself and keep loving on yourself. Keep rubbing and touching on yourself. Rub and touch. Just
and
rub
I'm
and
out.
touch
Thug
yourself.
life.
Anyway, I'm Zoe Williams. I need you to get to my website right now. I never promote this.
You should probably
But
do
I'm
that.
a certified life coach, right? I coach a bunch of people. There are a lot of people being coached. Oh, that's right. September 5th, I'm doing a book signing, a relationship roundtable in Carson at the legendary Smiley's Bookstore. It's in Carson. Look up Smiley's Bookstore in Carson, California. If you're in Los Angeles, come see me September 5th from 3 to 5. And also, go pick up the Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, man. The reviews, people's support of it, it's been crazy. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, and we out. We'll catch up with you Monday. Deuces.